back with another edition of that Slick Talk, that Slick Talk, that Slick Talk. It's covering a little bit of this Game 5, Game 4. Just want to start off by saying the Thunder did a phenomenal job to turn this series around, Game 4. As we all know, they're up 3-2 right now. Turning point in this series was Game 4. To start it off there, we had started the video. If you've been following us, the last video, I had posed the question, would Indiana be going back to OKC up 3-1 or would it be 2-2? So I think we found out the answer to that. It's 2-2 going into last night's game. Thunder was able to finally get them a clutch time win, Game 4. They actually beat Indiana with their style of play, being down to start the fourth quarter, coming back in crunch time minutes to still a win from Indiana. That was a huge momentum swing for them going back into their home stadium. So with that being said, I feel like Indiana is still in a great position. The Game 6 prediction, that's not going to happen, but they still can win this series. Last night was OKC's best game. Like, that was their, even though they have 3 wins, that was their brand of basketball last night. They forced turnovers, got out in transition, pushed the ball, got to the free throw line. Jalen Williams played out his mind. The game was reminiscent of Game 1. Instead of it being just Shea doing the scoring, Jalen Williams had a big night and Shea also had 30. But that night they forced 19 turnovers and they lost going into the fourth quarter with the lead. They lost, Indiana came back. Last night game was the same way. They forced, I believe, 19 turnovers again. They forced 19 turnovers. Indiana bench did a great job of getting them back in the game. TJ McConnell has been playing out his mind. Obi Toppins gave him solid minutes. Mathurin did okay last night. They got the lead down to 2 points, and he rolled with them for another couple of minutes, and I think the lead ballooned back to 10, and he brought the starters back in. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Indiana, like I said, they right where they should be at. They're in a great position to actually win at home. Kudos to OKC for being the first team to have the Indiana team trailing in the series and the first team to beat them back-to-back wins within 3 months and the first time in the playoffs. So kudos to them. Indiana's going to be in familiar territory playing at home. They should be able to etch out a win. Rick Carlisle, it's going to be interesting to see what type of things he does with his lineup. Another thing I want to point out, I thought it was huge that Mark Daignault for Game 4, he took Shea out early in the fourth quarter. And to piggyback off that second video that we did, I had posed the question, would he bring Isaiah Hartenstein back? He brought Hartenstein back. He staggered Shea minutes in the first so he could finish with that in that fourth quarter when OKC did come back and take the lead in Game 4. So I thought that was a big coaching move right there. So that was something that was noticeable that he did. I haven't seen him do too much. Didn't see him really do too much last night, coaching wise. It was more so just Jalen Williams and their style of play already with the forcing the turnovers. But like I said, with that being said, Indiana was right there down 2, possibly stole another win on the road. So I see OKC coming out Game 6, trying to close these guys out, but Indiana just has that fight and that will, and I think it's going to be a good game. And if they don't, shit, they going home. Shea will be a first-time NBA champion. Williams will be a first-time NBA champion. Chet will be a first-time NBA champion. Young team, young organization. It'll be a great start for them. But I think Indiana is still in a great position to win this series. Like I said, that was OKC's Thunder best win, and that was their best showing of their brand of basketball last night. And that was the 5th game. And all of Indiana wins, in all of these games, we've seen Indiana's style of play of basketball. They've been in every game. Every game has came down to the fourth quarter. Last night was the first game that the team heading into the fourth quarter with the lead actually won the game. That lets you know this series has been back and forth. Um, Exciting series. We're going to see what happens come game 6. I believe Indiana should get the win. And if they win game 6, I wouldn't doubt them. Well, I feel comfortable with them winning on the road as well. Got 8 road wins already. They've been road warriors. They already proven this series that they can win in OKC's home. They just got to take care of that business come Thursday, and we'll see what happens. Kudos and shout out to OKC for being up 3-2. Great, phenomenal game, Jalen Williams. Aaron Wiggins contributed it off the bench last night. Caruso had a decent second half. Yeah, man. If Chet would have gave him anything, that probably would have been a blowout. He was cool last night. He definitely had an impact on the defensive end, and rebounding was huge. But Jalen Williams played out of his mind. Jesus Christ, that kid killed. Good shit, J-Dub. Hallie, you have to get better with your handle. You know, I always said that though. Like, your game is your game. I know you well aware of this already, but you got to get stronger with the handle. And taking 6 shots is unacceptable. Like, that's unacceptable. But that's another reason why I say Indiana is in a good position. For him to take 6 shots and for them to be down 2 points in the fourth quarter, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Miles Turner and you get him anything, game could turn out a different way. But 6 shots, that ain't gonna cut it, buddy. For real. That little right, left cross, no. Erase that shit. Backspace, delete. Tell dude ass to go and get you in the spin cycle or something, man, because it ain't right. You gotta shoot that bitch, dog. I don't care if you missing, you have to just shoot that motherfucker. But we gonna see what happens, man. Let me know what y'all think, who y'all got. Oh yeah, the motherfuckers in the chat funny as hell too. When they was motherfucking 2-1 and Indiana looked like they was finna go up 3-1, motherfucking that bitch, foul. Soon as the motherfucker OKC get the win and tie the series, motherfuckers done fucked up. That was their chance. Quiet as hell. Funny as fuck. But kudos to you. You picked the Thunder. So I ain't gonna hold you. Motherfuckers just was nervous like I've been saying. But we should be shooting this Wednesday, guys. Another episode of World's Outstanding Casuals will be coming to you guys. Peace.